Привет, internet, друзья. Welcome to day 17 of Richard's mental torture chamber gulag. Hopefully you'll be breaking now and letting go of your Western capitalist decadent ideologies that you previously held to. Today we are going to be looking at a question I'm asked about, outside of like, is my cat a narcissist? Is my mother's former goldfish pet owner a borderline? Outside of those kinds of questions, I'm often asked about procrastination and motivation. So people say to me, how do I get motivated? Because they look at themselves and they look at what they want to do in life, and then they look at how they live on a daily basis, and they think, oh, my problem is I am not motivated. And whilst I don't just want to let people off the hook, will he, nil he, that's actually usually not the problem. One of the issues with psychology and the tendency nowadays to medicalize, pathologize, and psychologize everything is it puts everything back into the individual. And as though you have a problem or you have a deficiency, and this particular fantasy is, I have my goals, but I don't do anything to move towards them. Oh, that's because I lack motivation. And listen, if you've come to that conclusion, it seems like an intelligent, rational, reasonable conclusion based on your experience and everything you know, right? Actually, though, what I've seen more of is that it's not a question of motivation. Like motivation, I don't see as being a character trait or a personality trait. It's usually a question of organization, and I don't mean that you're disorganized. Well, I do mean that, but not in the way you think. If you imagine a personality or a character, and we say, oh, this person is personality disordered, that kind of implies that there is such a thing as an ordered personality. We never say this person is personality disorganized and this person is personality organized, but you could. The personality can be ordered, the person can be ordered and organized in such a way as things like motivation become a natural symptom of them just being alive. I don't believe motivation is a trait. I think it's a symptom of doing what you want to do, of moving towards the things you want to do, and if I may make a slightly spiritual point, moving towards the things you were born to do, that you were destined to do, that you're supposed to be doing. The way to know if you're moving towards things that you're destined to be doing is just how it makes you feel. It's checking in with yourself somatically in the body and checking in with yourself emotionally. And if it feels right, and it feels motivating, and it feels inspiring, aside from you conning yourself naively and in an impressionable way with other people's illusions that they're feeding you, if it's authentic, then that is what you're supposed to be doing. Motivation is a symptom. Motivation is a side effect of moving in the right direction, of doing that which you want to do. So don't wait to be motivated and do it. Do it. You will feel more motivated when you start doing it. I said that people can be disorganized and disordered, or they can be organized and ordered. There isn't an orthodoxy here. There's no such thing, I don't think, as like, you know, the ultimate sane human that we should all be moving towards. Everybody does things differently. Everybody does things in their own unique way, to a degree. We all operate on the same principles, but people are individual. They're unique. It's very it's rife with problems when we stick people into groups and categories, because you just chop off, you know, the bits and pieces that are sticking out, the outlier factors in this category of person, you just chop it off and ignore it, which seems brutal to me. When I'm talking about being ordered, I don't mean according to some standard of like the church or some authoritarian government. I mean just ordered in terms of what you as an individual say you want. Ordered in terms of your values, your objectives, and your personal coordinates. If you're congruent, if your life, the way you eat, the way you sleep, the way you love, the people you're with, how you train, what you do on a daily basis, is ordered in line with, organized, and congruent with your values and with your stated objectives, then I would say you were organized and ordered in such a way that is likely to make those objectives, those stated objectives, that stated direction, that stated intention, likely to manifest in your life. That's what I'm talking about, and that's what we should aim for. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time and for your attention, and I look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow. Cheers.